I just wanted to make this video, and I'm gonna ramble on about just different subjects. The first thing I want to say is I want to ask you if you know what the longest word in the English dictionary is. Think about that for a minute. What is the longest word in the English dictionary? And people can give scientific or medical, terminology. I'm sure there are words that are 10, 15 letters long, but really the longest word in the English dictionary is eternity or infinity. That's forever and ever without end. That is the longest word in the English dictionary. And I think about that. I've thought about that a lot, in my life. I've, like I said before in the video, dealing with anxiety is, sometimes, I've been at the mountaintop, and I'm not going to say the mountaintop where, like I was a billionaire and I had yachts and mansions and Ferraris and Bentleys and servants and, that, not that type of mountaintop. I'm just talking about the mountaintop of a working middle class individual in the United States of America. But yeah, I've been to the mountaintop, and I've been in the valley where I couldn't even afford a quarter cup of coffee. A quarter. I didn't even have a quarter. But yeah, eternity. That is forever and ever without end. And, people can think whatever they want, spiritually, biblically, religiously. But, I will be the first to tell you, I am far from perfect. I do call myself a Christian, and, I have sinned more than I can count. And I'm not one of those Christians that, pretend to be, holier than thou, and, no, I cannot quote the Bible verbatim. I don't know all the, I'm not a scholarly, biblical, individual. But, I will say that, I do believe that Jesus Christ was the Son of God and that He died on the cross for my sins and for your sins. And, I do believe in a heaven and a hell. And, I do believe in good and evil. I do believe in, God and Jesus and Satan and demons and angels. But I am not going to go on some rant about Christianity, and I'm not going to quote Bible verses, but I will say that once again, I'll say that I am far from perfect. I'll be the first to tell you, but you do need to think about your life, your actions, and eternity. Because, I know there's people that believe in, the Big Bang Theory, and that we evolved from, monkeys and, whatever else. But, I believe in the great architect. I believe that if you look at the earth and everything that's on the earth, and, our galaxy and the galaxies that are beyond, and the whole entire universe, I believe in the great architect of, that, this did not all happen by chance. And, I just, in my life, like I said, I've been at the mountain, at the valley, a roller coaster ride, if you will, of, manic depression and anxiety, and, I'm thinking back to some things that happened in my life, and I was thinking about somebody. I'm not going to name names, I am not the smartest person on earth by far, but I'm just going to say I'm not going to name names, and any names that I do name are going to be changed. So they're not going to be the true name of the individual I'm talking about. But, you know, I knew this individual, and my nickname for him was Charles Bronson. I mean, I called him Charles Bronson because, you know, he had a death wish, you know. Charles Bronson made that movie called Death Wish, and I even bought him a copy of it. And, you know, I brought it to his business, and I put it where you could see it because he just took chances, and he just did not care. You know, he just didn't. I'll just say his philosophy is, when it's your time, it's your time. That's it, bottom line, end of story, you know. I mean, and I understand that. I believe that's noble, you know, not living scared, and, you know, don't live scared, be prepared. I mean, that is a great motto, you know, that is true, you know. I'll say that again, don't live scared, be prepared. I mean, that's a great motto to live by, and do unto others as you'd have done unto yourself, and, you know, I mean, I believe in karma, you know, and the law of attraction, and, you know, I'm just saying, I mean, this guy, you know, he just, you know, I believe that, you know, I truly believe when it's your time, it's your time. Do I believe you can speed up the process? Do I believe you can just go out there and jump off a skyscraper and end your life? Yes. Can you jump off a bridge? Yes. Can you hang yourself? Can you cut your wrist? Can you, overdose? Can you do this? Yes, you can do this. I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of things. I'm not professing to be this super intellectual Harvard, Yale, Oxford, MIT, brilliant individual. But, I often do think, why do some people, pass away at an early age, and some people, like I was watching this documentary on this gentleman, his name was Mr. Overton, and he actually is still alive. He's the world's oldest veteran now. I believe he's 112 years old. He smokes about 13 to 15 cigars a day, and I'm just saying, God bless him, and God bless him for his service. He's the United States oldest veteran, and thank you, sir, for your service. And I admire you, but why do some people live to be 112 and smoke 13 to 15 cigars a day for however many years at a time, when other people, they have this strict diet where they exercise and they don't eat this and they don't eat that, and and then they end up dying at an early age. I don't understand that. But I'm just saying, this individual, he just took chances, and I just called him Charles Bronson because he had a death wish, and I'm just going to tell you some things that I've been through, and I'm just going to say this, I'm just going to name some things. I'll just say, in my past, I was working at a business, and this was in my early 20s, and I'm just going to say I was opening up this business, and a friend of the owners came in, and a friend of mine, and we started talking. And to make a long story short, I looked up, and this individual and I were talking, and he was to my left. And I looked up, and I saw a guy in a ski mask. He was wearing I don't know if it was a male or female or whatever, but to me it looked, in that split-second moment, it looked like a male. Black ski mask, black gloves, wearing all black, and there was a gun in his or her hand, and at the door there was somebody else dressed in the same attire, and they were loading a gun at the door. Now, this is an absolutely true story. I'm not making this up. This isn't fictitious. So I yelled out to the gentleman to my right. I said his name a couple times really quick, and I moved to my left, and the individual with the gun that already had it loaded, he pushed open the door, and he started shooting. He shot through. There was a concrete pillar. There was a computer, like just a regular desktop computer, and there were some swinging doors that I ran through. He shot the concrete pillar. He shot through the computer, and he shot through the swinging doors I ran through. There are still bullets in that business, in the walls, and in various places where that person tried to kill me. there's no doubt in my mind that they wanted to kill me and just, I'm just saying, take whatever merchandise was in there. They, if they eliminated me, they can do whatever they pleased. And, I hid in a little closet in the back, and it was a little, like, broom closet. And, where there's holes for the locks, like the locks in the doors, there wasn't even any locks there. It was empty. You could see right through it. I mean, all they would have had to do was shoot through this closet. I mean, it was so small I could barely fit in there. And all they had to do, there was no lock. They could just open up the door and shoot at me and kill me, or they could just shoot through the doors and kill me. But luckily, for me, they ran. And, I'll just say the gentleman, thank God, there was no harm done to the gentleman. It happened so quick, and, I'm just saying, this happened at an early age when we're talking about life and death in a split second. And, that's not the only thing that happened to me in my life. I'm just going to say, I've been shot at. I've had guns, aimed at me, loaded guns aimed at me, to where I had to make a split-second decision, where this person was aiming their gun at me, and I was aiming a gun at them. And this was in a business, and it was all legal, and I'm just going to say this person was trying to rob this business, and he came around the corner, and I had a gun. I knew he was coming around the corner, and I was in a room, and he came around the corner, and I saw him, and he saw me, and he pointed his gun right at me, and I had my gun pointed right at him, and I had to make a split-second decision. I was loaded, I was ready to go. This was a very powerful gun, and he lowered his gun and turned around, and one thing led to another, and, I'm going to say those two examples right there. I'm just saying, I don't know, carpe diem, seize the day, gather ye roses while you may. It's true. And you never know, in a split second, in a nanosecond, your microsecond, your life can change, for the better or for the worse. But that's why I'm making this video. And, that's all right. I knew this was going to go out anyway, so I'm going to end this video, and that's about how quick that your life can change. It can go from bright to sunny to just dark and dim. It can go from, near perfection to the depths of despair. It's happened to me, and, more times than I can count, and I'm sure it's happened to you, and, believe me, I'm not asking for pity. I'm not saying, woe is me. There are so many people on this earth that are far worse off than I, and I am blessed. And, another thing I was thinking about is, no matter what I've been through, and no matter how bad, that it has been in my life, I'm just saying, somehow, some way, God, Jesus, the great architect, the powers that be, have brought me through. Thank God for my family. Thank God for my grandmother. She is an angel. My Nana, God bless you. God bless you. I thank everybody who's ever helped me in my life, and I thank God. Thank you, God, in Jesus' name, for all my blessings. And, I'm just saying, I've been suicidal. I've been, and these are just, I'm just saying, don't take me literally here. I'm just saying, I've been suicidal, I've been manic, I've been severely depressed. That's why I say, my life has been a life of manic depression. I was diagnosed with my identical twin brother, with and I don't even know, I still don't know how to say it properly, and this may not be proper, but, it's called pyruvate kinase deficiency. and it's actually hemolytic anemia with pyruvate kinase deficiency. I believe that's the full term, medical term definition. And my mirror image identical twin brother and I saw the same doctor from birth till we turned 18 years old. God bless him. I'm gonna say the doctor's name, Dr. Vincent Giusti. He's the head of hematology and oncology in Orlando, Florida, at a big hospital. I don't know where he's at right now. I don't know what hospital, but he is the chief. He is the head of the hematology and the oncology department at one of these big hospitals in Orlando, Florida. And he was our doctor. He was our hematologist and oncologist from birth through 18 years old. And if Dr. Vincent Giusti or anybody related to him or that has worked with him, if anybody can tell him that, there is somebody out there that loves him and appreciates him and thanks him from the depths of their soul, just let him know that, you can play him this video, or, just please let Dr. Vincent Giusti, hematologist, oncologist, all right, I'm going to end this video. God bless you, and God bless yours and your family and your loved ones, and I wish you the best. And I just wanted to make this video, so I'm sorry for rambling, and I'm still talking, and yes, this is just to show you that there was a point in my life, and there's been many points where the world stopped turning, but the thing about it is, the world may stop turning for you, but time as we know it, life as we know it, still keeps going on, and that is the reality of life. And some people, they have, like I said, I don't understand why there are multi-billionaires out there that have yachts and mansions and, can buy anything they want, can do anything they want, pretty much. And then there's people that are, homeless and, addicted to drugs and have cancer and AIDS and all these terrible things and birth defects. And, there's people that are eating out of trash cans right now. While there are people, dining at Michelin-starred restaurants and, having maids and butlers cook for them, I'm just saying, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not trying to say anything, but I'm just saying, I don't understand why that you have these people at the top and then you have these people at the very bottom that, like I said, that are forced to eat out of dumpsters and, live on the streets, and then you've got these people that have yachts and mansions and, I don't know. These are things that I've thought about for, a long time, and but God bless you and God bless yours, and thank you for watching this video. And I'm sorry for rambling on. I'm just just some thoughts that are coming from me, and all right, I've got some other things that I'm gonna talk about, and I'll do another video later on or tomorrow if, like I said, we plan for tomorrow, but we never know. That's the thing about eternity, the choices, I believe, the choices that we make in this life, and you can believe what you want, what I'm saying? I'm not knocking you, what I'm saying? I'm just saying, this is what I believe, and, maybe it's something for you to think about too, that the choices that we make in this life follow us to the next, and the next is eternity. So imagine what the choices that we make in this life, imagine when you make a choice, just think about it, that it could affect eternity, forever and ever without end. That is, like I said, the longest word in the English dictionary is truly eternity or infinity. Think about it. God bless. God bless. God bless. God bless.